Good afternoon, everyone. Please welcome Premier Dwight Ball, Clerk of the Executive Council Anne Marie Han, and recipients of the 2016 Public Service Award of Excellence. You've been listening to members of the Royal Newfoundland Regiment Band Jazz Ensemble perform. They will perform 2 more numbers, and then we will begin the ceremony for this year's Public Service Awards of Excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Dwight Ball, Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador, and Anne-Marie Han, Clerk of the Executive Council, will present the Public Service Awards of Excellence. Before we begin the presentations, please stand for the singing of the Ode to Newfoundland. Please be seated. Good afternoon, Premier Ball, Ms. Han, honorable ministers, colleagues, families, friends, and award recipients. I'd also like to welcome those who are watching the ceremony online, as the ceremony is being live streamed. I'd like to welcome you today to the 16th Public Service Award of Excellence ceremony. My name is Tracy King, and I'm Deputy Minister of Transportation and Works. Before we begin, please ensure that your cell phone ringers are turned off for the ceremony. I'm happy to be a part of this ceremony, which recognizes outstanding performance by public service employees. The Public Service Award of Excellence is the highest honor an employee can receive from the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador. Each recipient of the Public Service Award of Excellence will receive a glass trophy, a gold pin, and a framed certificate. We are pleased to have Premier Dwight Ball here today to present the Award of Excellence to these outstanding public service employees. I'd now like to ask the Premier to say a few words.
Thank you, Tracy, and welcome to the 16th Annual Awards. And Justice Fowler, I want to recognize him. He plays a key role in this event, so I want to thank you and welcome you to the event this afternoon, and good afternoon, everyone. It is certainly my pleasure to be here today to recognize those receiving the 2016 Public Service Awards of Excellence. The people being acknowledged for their individual work, but also for the contributions to the team that you represent. You have all had some exceptional careers with the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador. You ensure that our residents live in safe communities where they can avail of critical services and those programs. The delivery of those services is not always easy. Sometimes in Newfoundland and Labrador, it can be downright daunting. If it's in the best days of summer, but when we think of some of the challenges of winter, delivering those services is not always easy. But fortunately for us, Newfoundland and Labrador has a lot of unique features, including an unparalleled public sector. Your commitment to delivering effective and efficient services and programs to every nook and cranny, regardless of the challenges, is just simply remarkable. And I appreciate every opportunity to recognize your work and to commend you on a job that is well done. I like to think of individuals receiving awards today, really that you are symbolic and you represent all that is right in Newfoundland and Labrador. your ability, your willingness to go beyond the parameters of your job descriptions to make this province a better place for current and future generations. Your unwillingness to accept the status quo and to use your ingenuity to identify ways to do things better. Your sense of concern for your fellow citizens and the sense of pride that is felt when you know you have done a good job and that you will leave the public service a better place than when you left it, than when you joined it. Today's award recipients work actively within municipalities, within healthcare, within social work, within tourism, with environmental health. You assist our communities in making it easier to encourage business growth. You develop policies to make us healthier as a population. You promote Newfoundland and Labrador to the rest of the world. You ensure that our food is safe. You're focused on health and safety and well-being of our children. You encourage us to remember our military history so that we will never forget the sacrifices of our ancestors. In short, you have made a very positive difference through the work that you do. Just as importantly as all those accomplishments is that you teach and you mentor your successors. So by sharing your knowledge and your experiences with your colleagues and with them, you make a better public service. And in turn, you make Newfoundland and Labrador a better province. Counting this year, just 90 individuals and 42 teams have received the Public Service Award of Excellence. So you are joining a very prestigious group. And this has been only seen possible because of the people you work with, those that have filled out those nominations, and you have forwarded those nominations to a selection committee. So today, I congratulate the recipients of the Public Service Awards of Excellence, and I offer my greatest gratitude on behalf of all the residents of Newfoundland and Labrador for the work that you do. Great job, everyone, and congratulations.
Thank you, Premier Ball. For the ceremony, award recipients will come forward to the stage, and I will read a citation outlining the recipient's exceptional performance. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence presented to individuals and teams who, through exceptional work performance, have demonstrated excellence in public service, Dr. David Allison. Dr. Allison was nominated by Susan Earls. Since the early 2000s, Dr. David Allison has been an important voice in the medical landscape of Newfoundland and Labrador. Beginning as a regional medical officer of health, he quickly cultivated an important network of colleagues, training programs, and stakeholders. Since his appointment as Chief Medical Officer of Health, he has exemplified excellence in public service delivery, leadership, innovation, and relationship building. He is known as a team leader, innovator, and mentor. He has focused especially on developing an interdepartmental network for the good of people's health, working to increase knowledge surrounding the core functions of public health: health promotion, protection, assessment, surveillance of diseases, and injury prevention. For examples of his innovation, one needs look no further than the recent opioid crisis in the province. Dr. Allison was able to identify the looming risk based on national trends. We are now more prepared to monitor and combat this deadly epidemic, taking into account many complex considerations. As a mentor, Dr. Allison has had Newfoundland and Labrador as a clear focus. He has mentored many public health, epidemiology, and medical students. He has provided valuable insight into their chosen fields and clearly woven the integral relationship government has with medical providers. He has worked hard to keep people working in this field across the province, and in the event of a departure, he has worked hard to bring qualified people into the fold. Whether responding to outbreaks, advocating for new vaccines, building a sustainable workforce, or leading the province in public health, Dr. Allison is a valuable asset to the government and to the public he serves. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence, Dr. David Allison. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence presented to individuals and teams who, through exceptional work performance, have demonstrated excellence in public service, the Destination Development Planning Opportunity Management Team, Tourism, Culture, Innovation, and Industry, Scott Andrews, Brent Decker, Sheila Earle, Natalie Falk, Carol Ann Gilliard, Lynette Moores, Andrea Peddle, Michelle Power, Jamie Pye, Paula Roberts, Jillian Skinner, Paul Taylor, Chris Tuck. The team was nominated by Daxton Pinsent. In 2013, the Destination Development Planning Opportunity Management Team was created to develop a comprehensive strategy to guide tourism destination development in the province. The team prioritized recommendations from 5 regional tourism destination visitor appeal assessments. In the 5 regions, key development opportunities were identified and developed. The team achieved this through close contact and input from over 280 stakeholders, taking into account each region's unique challenges and opportunities. Using this information, they helped find the best means for developing the province's most viable and enticing tourism opportunities. The process was instrumental in ensuring that all relevant stakeholders had direct input into the growth of the tourism sector. Ultimately, their efforts led to a regionalized tourism plan, taking into account the unique products and opportunities of each region involved. The team worked with staff in tourism, culture, industry, and innovation, as well as hospitality, Newfoundland and Labrador, the Nunatsiavut government, Legendary Coasts, Destination Labrador, Go Western, Adventure Central, and Destination St. John's. Now, each of these groups has a clearer vision for developing their own brands. With so many partners, federal and provincial governments, industry, and other stakeholders involved across the province, transparency and collaboration were imperative for success. Throughout the process, the team faced a number of issues, including the scope of work and tight timelines to cover far-reaching regions. They needed to inject innovative solutions, as there were few models to follow from other jurisdictions. Much of the team's work was also done as departments merged within government. They navigated this challenge by maintaining existing relationships and creating new ones while meeting expectations across the board. The work done by the Destination Development Planning Opportunity Management Team will help inspire, support, and cultivate local tourism businesses, create jobs, and further build Newfoundland and Labrador as a leader in tourism worldwide. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence, the Destination Development Planning Opportunity Management Team, Scott Andrews. Brent Decker. Sheila Earle. Natalie Falk. Carol Ann Gilliard. Lynette Moores. Andrea Peddle. Michelle Power. Jamie Pye. Paula Roberts. Jillian Skinner. Chris Tuck. Team member Paul Taylor was unable to attend. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence presented to individuals and teams who, through exceptional work performance, have demonstrated excellence in public service, Dolores Harvey. Dolores was nominated by Roxy Whedon. A provincial government employee for 29 years, Dolores Harvey has been the sole BizPal expert since the program was implemented in 2009. BizPal is an online service responsible for connecting prospective business owners and operators with simplified access to essential requirements such as licenses, permits, and regulations. This makes starting a business easier for those who need it, but the process varies depending on regional realities. A forward thinker and collaborator, Dolores approaches each new project as a unique opportunity and simply asks, what works for you? A key success factor for BizPal is municipal engagement. As far as municipalities are concerned, Dolores is BizPal. When she took on her role as BizPal coordinator, there were 3 municipal partners. There are now 97 in less than a decade. This extraordinary growth comes after countless hours spent by Dolores on the road around the province. Her work with key stakeholders has resulted in reduction or elimination of government red tape. Staff from municipalities she has worked with point out that a program such as BizPal is not enough on its own. Success is solidified by the people who champion it, sharing their expertise and knowledge. Dolores has been this person, single-handedly helping to build partnerships with her knowledge. Dolores is in regular contact with provincial departments, agencies, and has represented the province on provincial and territorial committees. Federal counterparts commend her leadership and her contributions, not only to this province, but to the entire federal, provincial, territorial, municipal BizPal partnership. Dolores continues to be the go-to person for BizPal, and her dedication and work ethic are demonstrated through her interactions with municipalities and entrepreneurs, as well as federal and provincial partners. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence, Dolores Harvey. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence presented to individuals and teams who, through exceptional work performance, have demonstrated excellence in public service, Melanie Martin. Melanie was nominated by Jim Prowse. Honor 100 commemorates Newfoundland and Labrador's role in the First World War. Melanie Martin established a comprehensive plan for commemorating a series of anniversaries and events held from 2014 to 2018 to highlight Newfoundland and Labrador's involvement in the war. Melanie was integral in assembling a creative and innovative vision for this somber and important milestone in our history. Of particular significance was the commemoration of July 1st, 2016, the 100th anniversary of the Battle of the Somme at Beaumont-Hamel. Honor 100's success lies directly in Melanie's ability to forge partnerships and engage with key stakeholders such as Buckingham Palace, Veterans Affairs, the Royal Canadian Legion, the Royal Newfoundland Regiment Advisory Council, community organizations, government departments, as well as municipalities across the province. Weaving these relationships, she was able to develop cohesive strategies to create meaningful and poignant ceremonies marking significant and emotional First World War stories. She was instrumental in leading and organizing the Ambassador Program for youth to visit battlefields in France and Belgium. This gave younger generations an opportunity to experience history firsthand, putting them directly in the places where our ancestors fought for freedom during the First World War. Melanie was also responsible for planning a visit of the Royal Newfoundland Regiment's Colonel-in-Chief, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, with 22 events taking place over 4 days from June 28th to July 1st, 2016. This required a strong attention to detail, intergovernmental and international cooperation, as well as an understanding of protocols beyond the duties normally expected of someone in her position. Throughout the development and delivery of Honor 100, Melanie worked with a high degree of autonomy, showing great leadership, dedication, and hard work and adaptability. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence, Melanie Martin. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence, presented to individuals and teams who, through exceptional work performance, have demonstrated excellence in public service, Shirley Terry. Shirley was nominated by Juanita Brake. Shirley Terry has worked as a social worker with government since 1989, becoming a clinical supervisor in 2008. Throughout this time, she has navigated sensitive challenges, cultivated strong partnerships, and mentored the next generation of social workers. Social workers deal with a complex array of needs and challenges, and the profession often has a high turnover rate. As a social worker, Shirley approaches child protection issues with calm and understanding. She works alongside her team, and she prefers to use we rather than I. She maintains a consistent, open-door policy and finds solutions to problems. Earlier this year, Shirley was recognized by the Newfoundland and Labrador Association of Social Workers with the Pride in Profession Award. Shirley is constantly on top of legislative and policy changes in a profession that often fluctuates and spawns mental and emotional fatigue. She remains steadfast, supporting her team. For example, she has adopted a simple but effective lunch and learn initiative in her office. During these sessions, peers gather to discuss opportunities and share knowledge. She has also reached out to other departments and service providers, inviting them into the fold for this professional development. Shirley reaches out to partners such as Advanced Education, Skills and Labor, and Western Health. The idea of building a dedicated community extends beyond government to stakeholders in the child protection world, including the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and transition houses. By involving these stakeholders and sharing her own knowledge and insight, she is constantly helping build a protective net around the less fortunate children and families of our province's West Coast. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence, Shirley Terry. To receive the Public Service Award, To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence, presented to individuals and teams through exceptional work performance, have demonstrated excellence in public service, Sharon Williams. Sharon was nominated by Dolores Harvey. Sharon Williams' career in public health spans a remarkable 37 years. During that career, she has made an important mark in health and safety practices. As manager of operations for environmental health, she works with the community to build better, safer practices in a wide variety of fields. She has worked directly with municipal councils, environmental specialists, business people, and social workers to address unique needs facing people across the wide geography and diverse needs of our province. Sharon has investigated numerous major food-related illnesses in the province, one of which resulted in a nationwide recall. She is a go-to expert who has helped shape public health outcomes and systems, designing policy that mitigates risk for those who live and work in Newfoundland and Labrador. She believes it is better to educate people as to why they need to protect public health rather than simply quote regulations. From corner stores to superstores, farmers markets to restaurants, Sharon's influence is quietly protecting workers as well as customers. She believes strongly in collaboration, simultaneously learning and teaching based on each new experience. In a crisis, she is level-headed and logical, exemplifying strong leadership and guidance to those who need it most. When public health issues arise, she ensures lessons are learned and best practices adopted. Quite often, though, she has proactively assessed risk and helped prevent serious issues in our public health. She currently supervises a team that oversees public health programs and policies. Sharon is eager to pass on her knowledge, and throughout her long career, she has mentored newcomers to the field, ensuring knowledge is shared among those at the front lines of public safety. To receive the Public Service Award of Excellence, Sharon Williams. Congratulations to all recipients. Now, I would like to introduce Anne-Marie Han, Clerk of the Executive Council and Head of the Public Service, to offer closing remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the first opportunity to address you in person since being appointed Clerk of the Executive Council, it is an absolute pleasure for me to be here today to recognise the recipients of this year's Public Service Award of Excellence. As the highest honour that the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador can bestow on its employees, this prestigious award is presented to only the most deserving individuals and teams. And this year's recipients certainly fall into that category. I was appointed Clerk of the Executive Council on September 5th. But this is not my first time working in the provincial government. Prior to working in Alberta for a number of years, I worked with the Provincial Public Service for almost 20 years. Over that time, and in the recent couple of months, I have been very fortunate to work with many exceptional people, whom all seem to have the same goal: to ensure that government is working for the betterment and benefit of all Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. This is the 16th year that the Public Service Award of Excellence has been presented. The award is intended not only to acknowledge employees internally amongst us, but also to promote publicly the calibre of work that is undertaken every day. One of the aspects that make the Award of Excellence so special is that recipients are nominated by their peers. For the 5 individuals and 1 team being recognized today, as well as those that have been nominated, it must feel great to know that your colleagues have not only taken notice of the work that you do, but have been so inspired that they took the time to actually complete your nominations. I'm sure this year's award recipients will admit that their accomplishments would not be possible without the assistance, guidance, cooperation, and support of their fellow colleagues. I sincerely believe that the public service is a team, a large team, but a team nonetheless. And when the team functions properly and we support one another, we can have a significant impact on the lives of all residents of the province through the delivery of exceptional programs and services. To all employees and those of you here today, I encourage you to take pride in the work that you do and encourage you, too, to go above and beyond. The people of Newfoundland and Labrador are placing their trust in us and relying on us to be the very best we can be. To this year's nominees who did not receive awards today, I offer my gratitude and hope you are nominated again in the future. I know that selecting this year's recipients was a very, very challenging task. I want to thank the 7 members of the selection committee, including its chair, Mr. Justice Alphonsus Fowler, I know him as Fons, who is here with us today. Fons, would you like to stand? To David, Dolores, Melanie, Shirley, Sharon, and all of the members of the Destination Development Planning Opportunity Management Team. It's hard enough to say the name of your team. I want to thank you on behalf of all of the public service. Your passion and your commitment are infectious, and you are shining examples of all that is good and right with the public service. Even though I know you don't work for the accolades, they are still deserved, and we are delighted today to bestow them personally onto you. Congratulations again to you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. And thank you to the coaches across government who help support and promote the Awards of Excellence nomination process. Their role is key to the success of the awards program. To those who put forward a nomination, thank you for recognizing the accomplishments of your peers, and congratulations to all of those nominated for the Award of Excellence. Thank you to the selection committee for their thoughtful review of the nominations. Committee, as Anne-Marie noted, consists of members familiar with but at arm's length from the public service. They review the nominations and recommend individuals and teams to be recognized. Selection committee members were Mr. Justice Alphonsus Fowler, Chair, Paula Burt, Dennis Mahoney, Mary Shortle, Kathy Duke, Dr. William Radford, and Perry Tobin. Thank you for helping us honor excellence in public service. And thank you to the recipients of the Award of Excellence for your commitment and service delivery excellence, leadership, innovation, and relationship building in the public service. Please give them a final round of applause. This concludes the formal part of our ceremony, but please join the recipients for a reception here in the lobby. As we conclude, I would invite you to stand for the singing of O Canada.